babies play that at their birthday party.
Okay, whatever. It's a good game.
It is time for 2 truths and 1 lie. This is where you try to guess who the liar is. 2 of us are telling you a true story, but one of us is telling you a lie. We have predetermined with our little pieces of paper who is telling what. And see if you can guess. You can call us at 702-364-9400, or you can text us with your guess at that same number. So this morning, it's my turn to go first. Are you ready?
Yeah, you ready?
Okay, 30 seconds are on the clock. We try to keep this brief, but unfortunately, that does not always
So many
happen.
questions. So many questions.
Oh
with
my
this.
goodness! But I am ready to go.
Starts now.
Okay. In 1999, when Mandalay Bay and the Four Seasons opened here in Las Vegas, I was at that grand opening, and we walked all around in Mandalay Bay, and then we walked over to the Four Seasons. And I go to sit on a couch because I'm wearing heels. They're hurting my feet. I sit on the couch and I turn to my left and I look, and who else but Bono is sitting on that same couch. I sat on a couch with Bono.
What?
And JC never heard this story
I
yet?
don't know. I was wondering as I was picking this for my story if I did ever tell you that, or if Matt told you that.
I feel like I heard the story, but I'm getting confused with Lenny Kravitz, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Steven Tyler. I felt like
Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Something as you're saying this, I'm like, oh, I heard this before because it involves Leo or it involves Kravitz or
Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay Bay. And for some, maybe you did. I just escaped me, but that's fantastic.
Did you say hello?
No.
Did you?
But
no?
Matt was going to, and he's like, I'm going to go say something. I'm like, don't you dare.
Why'd you stop him?
He was talking to someone else at the time, and I don't want him to be like, sorry to interrupt, but hey, So I was like, do not say a word to him. He was wearing yellow glasses, yellow sunglasses, the yellow frames and stuff. And he appeared to be very nice. I did not speak to him, however. So that is my story.
Oh, and why didn't I go to that grand opening?
It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of celebrities there, but only one that I had.
Elbow to elbow?
No, I was on one end. He was on the other. There was a lot of room in between us. So that's
I'm so in shock if this is true.
Wait, I'm sorry, last question. Was it a bench like you were sitting on?
No, it was a couch.
And so you're on one end of the couch and Bono was on the other end and no one in between?
It was a bigger couch. It wasn't like your normal 3-cushion couch.
Sure,
it was like a long extended couch. So
and somewhere in the world, Bono's playing this game with the members of U2. I sat on the couch with Mercedes Martinez.
I don't believe it. So there you go. All right. Next up, JC. It's your turn.
I'm next. Okay. 30 seconds starts now. I'm going to go back to something that happened to me when I worked at the hotel. This is the most trouble I ever got into at the hotel, but with the owner of the property. It was wintertime, long story short. The owner, all the managers were out like a big dinner. The water main break, the water thing in the hotel ended up bursting and flooding out like 6 to 8 rooms. And in the panic of everything, I'm moving rooms. I ended up comping all 6 to 8 rooms, ever many rooms they were. I moved them and gave them all free rooms. And the owner was livid over the fact that I comped the rooms.
Was he livid over the fact that you had customers that were happy that ended up leaving after this massive screw up?
Danny Whitaker, awesome, very, very frugal owner. And he was just because in his eyes, I moved them so they still had accommodations. Because remember, they all came back to the hotel and like, what's going on? I'm like, there's a water main break in the attic. And it was madness. And Danny said, what did you do with the guests? I'm like, I moved them. He said, great. And I said to him, and I comped them. And he goes, what? He was very angry with me.
How many nights did you comp them?
Just the one night.
Just the one night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Even if they were staying more than one, you didn't.
That's a detail I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
That night, all the rooms that I moved, I just said, hey, and I'm moving you, and tonight's taken care of. Don't worry about it. And he was so upset.
Oh.
I feel like this is too believable to be true. Like almost like we would have heard this before. We would have talked about the massive water main break.
Or like, how did you screw up your job?
Yeah,
type of topic.
Never heard that before. Never heard that.
I feel like even a memo went out from this was a letter from the owner saying if you're going to comp a room, it must be approved by a manager or something. Before that was the Wild West. Like, yeah, I'll go ahead and comp your room. It was I'll never forget how crazy it was. It was a huge water main break in the attic of the hotel. Yeah, it was nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right.
We'll find out shortly.
Is JC telling the truth or is he lying? 702-364-9400. And now you're up, Steph.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
talking about Coachella, this weekend one is this week, and it reminded me of the time where I went to Coachella in 2018. I talked about that Sunday that I missed the headliners, Eminem, and then he brought out 50 Cent. It was massive. And I missed it because I fell asleep and I was just exhausted. Well, James not only reminded me, did I fall asleep during the Miguel set, which was right before Eminem, but I also threw up. And a lot of people saw me, and he said, we gotta go.
Oh,
You threw up at Coachella?
I grew up like on one of those dirty, patchy, grassy things that, unfortunately, in front of the public, I threw up.
What did we get? So you passed out one night?
Yeah.
Threw up the other
And
night?
but see, the thing is, I didn't drink Sunday night. It must have been from heat exhaustion and all the alcohol that I was consuming, and it just led up to day 3, and I just could not do it anymore.
I mean, that is a believable story, but I feel like you can control your liquor better than that. I feel like your hydration is important to you. I feel like you would monitor yourself. Yes, you might get drunk and tipsy, but I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't let that happen, especially in public.
Well, I'll say it was 2018, Steph. Maybe Steph wasn't as responsible. So maybe this is the truth then.
Right, exactly. And it was a long, long weekend. We started Thursday drinking, Friday drinking, Saturday drinking. Sunday I did not drink because of the heat and just exhaustion from then. It just all built up. So from therefore, bodily functions happened.
Oh, well, that's,
Yeah.
I feel bad for you if that's true, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm going to flip the script and think you said the Bono story before and I just forgot. And Steph she did get sick and this happened to me. We're all telling the truth today.
No, someone is lying. And who do you guys think it is? You can call us or text us at 702-364-9400. Frank says, I'm going to say for some strange reason, I believe Mercedes. I want to say she did speak about it. JC, I think his story was a lie. Steph is telling the truth. No one lies about throwing up. Missy says JC is lying on the text line. It says 90% of Steph's stories all have to do with drinking. LOL. This one says the liar is Mercedes. LOL. Another one says, I feel like I've heard this story, Mercedes. So what is going on? Junior says Mercedes is lying. So let's break it down for you. Who is the liar in 2 truths and 1 lie? Truth teller number 1.
It's me. The water main break of 1993. Danny Whitaker was very upset with my actions.
Wow.
I was very happy with my actions, taking care of our guests.
I think that was a good thing to do. I think you did the right thing.
Seriously.
Yeah.
You got employee of the year.
Exactly.
Yes.
Or did he make you pay for the rooms?
Yo, could you imagine that?
Oh, out of your paycheck.
Danny, why is my paycheck negative $1,000? Oh, we got to pay for those rooms to come.
All right. Truth teller number 2. It's me. I sat on a couch with Bono. I don't know if I for sure told that story on the air, but I felt like I might have. I knew it was a long time ago, though, so I thought I might be safe on that one.
Where was Lenny Kravitz?
Lenny Kravitz, I went to Lenny Kravitz's room to interview him. So we walk in. Zoe Kravitz opens the door. She's a child. And Denzel Washington is sitting on the couch.
Oh, there's the Denzel
and that was at Mandalay Bay?
That was at the Four Seasons.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, so that was kind of crazy, which means Steph is a liar.
I am, but the only lying part was a throw up. But I did fall asleep during a set. I did miss Eminem and 50 Cent, but no regrets.
You take care of yourself when you drink. You
try
stay
to.
hydrated. So yes, I can see you totally getting drunk, but not throwing up. You don't get to that point.
But Coachella, it's a different beast for those that go. Oh man, I don't think I'll ever go again.
But Steph is not messy like that.
Hot Three's up next. What do you have for us?
Okay, we are going to talk about